Sebastian Martinez, MMA night here in Las Vegas with Jocelyn Jones Lybarger, who faces Tecia Torres to UFC 194. So, Jocelyn, you got the call that so many fighters are hoping for, but it was a short notice call. So, how prepared were you? I can imagine that as a fighter in this division, a division that's, starting to gain a lot of success and a lot of attention, that maybe you want to stay a little bit prepared?
Well, right after, I fought Zoila for the RFA belt October 9th. 2 days later, I was back in the gym. I had a gut feeling that something could come because UFC had probably about a handful of girls booked that if somebody gets hurt, they need somebody to call. So I was right back in the gym, and like I said, I just had a gut feeling that something was going to happen. And, weight was good when I got the call, still training every day, doing my rounds. So, of course you say yes. If you say no, they'll never call you again.
All right, and the call was against Tecia Torres, a well-established fighter. She's had a lot of success in the UFC. How do you size her up as an opponent?
I think she's a great fighter. She's done a lot, for women's MMA, especially here in the UFC. But I'm going to come in Saturday night. I'm going to come to fight. I'm going to come push the pace, and all the pressure's on her. Nothing's on me, But I'm going to come in and push the pace.
All right, and what would you say is the key to success against her? Because she's done, pretty well so far.
I think for her is pushing the pace, making her go backwards. When she starts getting hit a lot in the face, she likes to go for this little trip takedown, and I have no problem going to the ground with her or getting back up. I'm going to control the pace, control the center of the cage, and just let my hands do the work.
Well, yeah, obviously it seems like, ideally you want to keep the fight standing against a very strong wrestler. But, how much training do you do from that? Because a lot of strikers, they prepare to get taken down, but when it actually happens, it's different in the cage than it is in training.
Yeah, you just pop back up. I have no problem with that. My wrestling is just as good as her. Our jiu-jitsu is the same, because she's known for a stand-up. So, but I have no problem putting her on her back, too.
Now, I want to ask, being in the right division, there's a big fight coming up between Rose Namajunas and Paige Vanzant. Who do you have picked as a winner in that fight?
I think Paige. I think Paige might win, yeah. I think, her cardio is great. She's one of those fighters, too, that doesn't let you breathe, She's pushing the pace on you, making you go backwards, good cage control. But I think it's going to be a good fight, too. Kind of leaning more towards Paige, but we'll see.
And wrapping up, a lot of fans, they mostly just watch UFC because it's the biggest league. So they're not always familiar with fighters from small organizations. For fans who will see you for the first time, how would you describe your fighting style?
Aggressive, very aggressive. I like to stand and bang, but I don't mind going to the ground. But very aggressive fighter.
All right, well, that sounds like ingredients for a good fight for the fans. Jocelyn, thank you very much. Good luck in the fight.
Thank you.